Hi, this is Jen with Cherry Tree Beads, and today I'm going to show you how to make a simple 108 bead knotted maudlin necklace. The supplies that you will need for this are stringing material, 108 beads, a tassel, a guru bead, knotting pliers, and scissors. So the first step in making your maudlin necklace, you're going to want to string your beads onto your string. The string that I prefer to use for all my knotting is the Griffin silk. It's silk. There's 2 meters per card, and it comes with a needle already on there. It comes from Germany. I think this is a great product. I love it. So I'm going to first put a knot at the end of my string. And then I have found 4 beads that looked like they had slightly larger than average holes, and I'm going to simply run my string back through them double to make sure that they will go through double. The beads that I'm using are a dyed howlite, and they are an 8mm round. On average, they have a approximate 1mm hole, and I think that tends to work really well with the size 10 silk. The 8 will work also if you like a smaller hole, but for a smaller knot. But for me, I like a little bit larger knot in there. All right, so all 4 of those are going to go back double through my string, so they're all perfect as the first beads for my project. So I'm going to string those on, and then next I'm going to string on my guru beads. So the guru bead has 3 holes in it. It's going to have a larger hole and then 2 smaller holes on the side. So I'm going to go through the side hole and up through the middle. Sometimes I have to create a little bit of a kink in the needle to get it to go up through. So I'm going to do that. Get it to go right through. And then I'm going to put on the bottom cap of the guru bead. I'm going to pull this all the way down to almost the end. I mean, I want an inch, inch and a half at the end, ideally. And then I'm going to string on my tassel next. And then I'm going to string this back up through the bottom cap. And then I'm going to go through the bottom of the guru bead and out through the opposite side that we came in on. I'm going to pull this all nice and tight. And there we go, the tassel is attached. You're going to want to string the rest of your 108 beads on there. The Mala strands that we have developed for this project have 115 beads on there. That's in case you don't like a bead falls on the ground, you decide you want to put them in a necklace, a bracelet, whatever. We give you 115 beads on the strand. So pick your favorites and string 108 of those on here. The easiest way to string, you might have to cut off the tip if it's, crimped a little bit from you trying to get it up through the guru bead to get a straighter needle. And then I like to keep them on the strand and pull them off like 4 beads at a time and just string them right on there. It makes hunting for that hole so much easier. So string 108 beads on there. All right, so now that you've got your 108 beads strung on your silk, you're gonna have the 4 beads over here. We're just gonna leave these alone and have your knot. They can hang down. And we're gonna start on the left side of the guru bead. So I'm just going to make an overhand knot. And then I'm going to stick my knotting pliers through the loop that I've made, and I'm going to hold the silk up close to the guru bead as tight as I can get it. Then I'm going to pull the string nice and tight. I'm going to pull my pliers out, pull them along the silk, and pull that knot down nice and tight. Another thing I like to do to make sure I get my knot as close as I can to that next bead is I like to go ahead and take the next bead that's coming and kind of push it right down. I like to pull the string and push the bead down to make sure that that knot is super tight. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the beads, pull it through. I'm going to take the knotting pliers and put them through my loop to grab my bead. Pull the wire, pull the silk nice and tight. Pull my pliers out and drag them along my silk. And you don't want to pull too tight along the silk or you're going to pull the threads in your silk. You just want to slide it slightly down there just so that you're pulling the knot, not the silk cord. Then same thing, I'm going to take my next bead and I'm going to pull it nice and tight up against the next one. Same thing again. I'm going to pull my beads all through. I'm going to put my knotting pliers through the loop. Pull the silk tight. Pull my knot tight. The good thing about using the size 10 silk is that it's one of the larger ones. So if you do make a mistake, you can get in there with the pliers and pull it out and make it a little bit tighter. If you're using like a size 3 or 4 where the silk is really small and you're knotting pearls, for instance, if you mess up, the chances of you getting that knot out are not very good. But with the larger size 10, if you make a mistake, you might be able to salvage it. Same thing, you're just going to do this the whole way around. Make a loop, put the pliers through the loop, pull it tight, pull the pliers down. And you're just going to want to do this all the way around until you get to the 4 beads on the end. So once you've knotted all the way around 104 beads, you're going to get to the end and you're going to have a little bit of string left, and then we're going to have the 4 that we started with on the other side. So we're going to string back through the first one. And we're going to pull everything nice and tight. Now you want to leave a little bit of wiggle room between these because we're going to continue it to we're going to do a knot here, and then we're going to string through and do another knot here, string through another knot, and so on to tie the 2 ends together. So we're going to want to leave a little bit of wiggle room in here so that we have room to get through and to tie the knots. So I think that's probably about good, I hope. All right, so I got through this one, so I'm going to do my knot here. And then take my pliers and pull that nice and tight. And then I'm going to go into the next one. And once I'm in there, I'm going to make another knot in there. At this point, I'm just going to use my fingernails to get it in there between. But you can use the knotting pliers if that works best for you. And be gentle with your string when you're coming through. You can see how that's gotten worn from going through all the beads. So you just want to be gentle, because at this point, if you break that needle off, you're going to have to do the whole thing again. So I'm going to go through. last knot. Get it nice and tight. And then at this point, you know, if you'd feel better about it, you can add a little bit of super glue on these 2 knots, or you could add clear nail polish if you have some around. I'm just gonna pull them really tight, and I've not had too many issues, so I'm just gonna go without, but you're welcome if you feel more secure to add that. And then I'm just gonna come in here with my scissors and clip it pretty close in there. Not so close that the knot can pull back through, but. And there you have it, a knotted mala with 108 beads. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch my video. This is the dyed turquoise howlite necklace that we just made, and these are some of the other kits that we have. This is the yellow tiger's eye, and these 2 tassels are actually tassels that we picked out the colors for and designed the last time that we were in China. So we're super excited about these. We also designed these with the style and the thickness and the length and all of this specifically for our mala strands, but we really like the ones that are multicolored. We have 5 different kits at the moment, but we're hoping to add more. With the kit, you get the 8mm rounds, a size 10 cord silk that matches, the tassel, and the guru bead. Only thing you'll need to purchase on your own are the tools. You'll need a pair of scissors and the knotting pliers. Thanks so much. Happy beading.